Hey everyone, I hope everyone is having an amazing day and hope their month of May is going great as well. If this is the first time you are stumbling upon my channel, my name is Kimberly and this is Karma Tarot 1111. And I just want to do a quick reading today because this message has been coming across my brain for honestly like the last few weeks. And the message I'm getting from Spirit is that you're almost there as far as like the opportunity is concerned, but you need to stop worrying about the time frame. And if you've been following along on my channel, I know I've been speaking about like, blessings and opportunities for people coming up soon, but, it hasn't fully manifested yet. And honestly, I believe the reason why this isn't happening right now is because you're so stuck on the time frame and stuck on like how it's supposed to happen. So I'm gonna use my angels answers deck to go and do the reading today. And just to let you know, this is a general reading for the collective. This is not a one-to-one reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly fine. This message may not be for you. Or you know what? You can always come back to this video later on. This is a timeless message. And yeah, let's go and draw some cards. So the first card that we have right here is Archangel Uriel, and that is the number 11 right here. And the color is red, and it says emotions, healing, devotion, and integrated. So like I was saying before, like I said, your opportunity is coming in. And I know right now it's annoying, it's frustrating to wait on it. But what I'm getting from this card, especially Archangel Uriel, is that she's coming around because she sees your patience. She sees your devotion to your path and your journey. And she's letting you know that she's right here with you along with the longest journey with the guidance. And, sometimes it's very easy to lose faith when like you've been hearing messages, you've been seeing signs where you're like, oh, it's coming, the opportunity is coming, and then you don't see anything. But Uriel's here just letting you know that like your devotion and like your healing process is what's helping you to get closer to your goal. So the next card we have is Law of Attraction. Once again, this lines perfectly with it. The fact that you have been trusting in yourself, acting towards what you need as far as that opportunity, that goal is concerned, that is beautiful. And just even like I was saying with this one, like it says right here on the card, my angels are with me. Like I said, Archangel Uriel, she's with you, and it's saying everything's going to work out. Like I said, trust me, I get it. The wait is annoying. It is very frustrating. Like I'm an Aries, so I am very much that person that's go, 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 go. But a part of the law of attraction and bringing in what you want is one, being diligent on, putting in the work for what you're looking for, but at the same time, it's not just forced action. It's action with a purpose. It's action with a feeling. It's action with a thought. So, it's not always about brute force that's going to get you to where you want to be. It's about being strategic and also to aligning with your angels in the universe. All right, so the next card we have right here, we have Archangel Jophiel in reverse. And that's card number 5. I'm just going to turn it upright so that way you can see it. And when she's in reverse, it's saying caretaker, chaotic, self-critical, and shame. So yeah, like goes with what I was saying is when, you're someone who is like, you want what you want right when you want it. Like you're just being extremely self-critical in yourself. And you're thinking like, oh, if this hasn't happened yet, I keep hearing and seeing the signs like, am I worthy of it? Am I ever going to see it? Am I ever going to receive it? And it's like you are. You have to realize and understand and learn that, certain blessings, they take longer than others. But if you had a dream that was given to you confirmation burp. If you had a dream that was given to you, or if like, you had a thought of something that you really truly wanted, it's not going to just come out of nowhere. Like, I don't believe like the divine or the universe is going to put that on your heart for you not to succeed. But, like I said, patience. It's going to have to be something that you work on. And you need to be like, stop being so self-critical on yourself. I know a lot of that sometimes can happen because the outside world comes into play. Even like it says right here, caretaker. Maybe you're someone who you have children, or you're taking care of a family member, or like everyone else around you, but you're not taking care of yourself. You have to pour into yourself. You have to believe in yourself, because being so hard on yourself is going to push you further away from your goal and what you want than it is going to lead it coming back in. All right, and then we have Archangel Raziel, and that's the number 8, rainbow. So Raziel is all about adaptability, soulful connecting, and enlightenment. So this card actually came up in one of my recent YouTube short readings, and essentially like what Raziel is here for is he's here to go and help connect you to your intuition, to the divine, to spirit. So if you once again feel like you're being abandoned, if you feel like your prayers aren't being answered, if like you feel like, am I connecting to my angels, like this is the angel you want to call on. This is the angel that is going to help you to kind of figure things out in like a little bit more of a positive and structured way. Because like I know, especially with me, like I'll have 50 million ideas, and sometimes I just don't act on any of them, or I just don't know where to start, and I have to sit there and sometimes just take a step back. Like I said, that's the Aries in me, very not patient, very much like go, and sometimes like we need to just like have a little bit more planning. We need to have a little bit more foresight and forethought into things, because like I said, your dreams are going to come into reality. Those opportunities and those blessings are going to come in, but they may not come in at the time that you want them to come in, and they may not come in the way you want them to look or how you envision them. So call on, Raziel, just for, to help connect you to the divine a little bit better, to get your thought process a little bit cleaner, a little bit clearer, so that way you're not sitting there being so self-critical and saying, hey, do I even deserve this? Because you do. Yep. And then we have peace in reverse, untethered, disconnected, vulnerable, unaware. And it kind of tracks back to Jophiel being in reverse. Like I said, like what's keeping you from getting that blessing and having it come in faster is the fact that like you're not at peace with where you're at in life. And like I said, I get it. When you have something on your heart and your mind and you really want that, like sometimes that can honestly like it could actually be like a negative to you, because like you're not focusing on the right things. This is affecting your peace. This is not keeping you balanced. Right now you're feeling just probably like very like vulnerable, and like I said, like self-critical, disconnected from even also to your dreams, because you feel like they're so far away. But the reality is that they're not. Like I keep hearing in my head that like continue on a journey and that miracles are gonna show up. Like that's just something that just continuously keeps like kind of like playing in my head, is that like you're on the right path. You just need to like stay the course. And one of the things that's going to help you is just like taking a moment and just being aware of like your feelings. Like if like a perfect example is like, say if like you're someone who is out there looking for love, and you go on dating apps, you're constantly swiping right, swiping left, you may meet someone, you think the date's going good, and then all of a sudden they ghost you. And then like you're just kind of like you're self-critical of yourself, but like the reality is that that person wasn't for you. And the universe is just, redirecting you to something better. Like in when times of when things don't go our way, just take a moment and honestly sit there and think to yourself, like, were you really truly into that person? Or were you into them because they gave you a little bit of attention? How much do you have in common with that person? Or did you just think they look good? Or sometimes also too, are you just you've been single for a while and you're just lonely. You're just you know what? This is the first person that seemed like, I kind of had somewhat of a connection with, but the reality is you probably didn't really feel it. So just take time in and check in with yourself, so that way you're not just overloading yourself, just specifically focused just on the task and the goal at hand. Think back to why you were ever even interested in your goal, in your path, in your journey. Because when you look at the root of it, that's going to help you also too to get you back on track to where you need to be. And I'm just going to pull one more card. You see, I can't make this up. Reality check, assessment, exploration, honesty, and determination. I said it even before it came up. Like I said, have an honest conversation with yourself. See what you're actually truly feeling, what is happening inside you, your emotions, your mind, all of it. Because yes, it's great to be a determined person. It's great that you have goals and you want to accomplish your dreams. But the reality is that if you're doing it from a place of lack or insecurity or struggle, sorry guys, literally I just saw a cardinal fly across my window. That was pretty cool. So also too, maybe look up cardinals. That could be a sign for you. But sorry, to go back to what I was saying, as far as this is concerned, reality check. Just take an assessment of yourself. Check in with yourself. Be honest. Are you... I'm trying to think of the best way of saying this. Are you really being honest with the reasons as to why you want what you want? And like I said, I just chose love as just an example because I know that's something that a lot of people, especially if you're searching for someone to be in a relationship or a partnership with, it can be a struggle. I've been there where I was, like I said, on the dating sites. I used to swipe constantly, be out, try to meet someone. I think things are going well, then they're not, stuff like that. And then when I honestly, especially now that I've been in my relationship for, a few years now, and I look back at half these guys that I used to be interested in, I was I really truly wasn't all that interested in them. It was just literally the fact that okay, yeah, they were cute or they were giving me attention, but how much did I really have in common with them? How were they really truly feeding into me as much as I was feeding into them? All right. So I'm just going to close off this reading with my fortune cookie messages in here. I love to pull that at the end of the reading just to get a final message from Spirit or the universe. You know what? I'm just going to take all three of these because they just don't really in my hand. All right, so the first one. Good fortune will follow you in August. Ooh, that's a good one. So, August is right around the corner. I know we're in May, but if you sit there and honestly think about that, we're at the end of May. We're about to head into June next week. So August is just a couple months away. So, August could be the time frame as to when your blessing is going to come in, the thing that you've been looking for. We also have all the effort you're making will ultimately pay off. I can't make this stuff up. You guys saw me just pulling from the jar and at first I only was going to grab one, but we got two. We got three. Like I said, this is just a confirmation. I understand that you're just kind of all right, I keep hearing when, yes, like I'm doing the right things. But like this is confirmation that like you're on the right path. Just stick to the right path. Just you gotta be patient. And then the last message. Embrace the power of positive thinking and watch your dreams take flight. Truly cannot make this stuff up, you guys. Like, you saw me, I shuffled, I literally went in, and then just these three just were stuck in my fingers and didn't want to come out. This one's just saying, like I said, kind of like the last card, reality check. Check in with yourself. See where you're being, dishonest or honest with yourself. Because as soon as you get clear on how you're truly feeling, as soon as like you kind of reframe, like, when like you receive a rejection or a redirection or something not going the way you want it to go, just realize like that is going to help like, your dreams and your opportunities to take flight. Like this, like your positive thinking is what's going to help you to get to like where you want to be. So just to like reiterate what we have, good fortune will follow you in August. Put this closer to the camera. So we're going to say like August time frame is probably when that opportunity, that blessing is going to come in. All your efforts you are making will pay off. So continue on this path. This is confirmation from spirit, from the divine, that you're on the right path. Like, just continue to keep going. And then also to just embrace the power of positive thinking and watch our dreams take flight. Just know that even though you may not see the results right now, that it's going to work out for you. Because like I said, like, the divine spirit universe, they're not going to put like this dream, these dreams, these like big grand ideas into your mind, onto your heart, if it's something that you couldn't achieve. You can achieve it. And I wholeheartedly truly do believe that. But like, you just got to take a moment, take some time for yourself, do a reality check on what's going on with you. And, try to move forward with positive thinking. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and have a great day. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.